Hey guys, oh, hold on a second. Real life situations here. Hey you guys, it's your girl Djena. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome to another video. Don't mind all the boobage going on here. Your girl just finished taking some pictures or whatever. I'm really trying, okay? There's a lot going on in my car, so don't mind me. Now, I wanted to talk to you guys about something really quickly because I feel like I've been getting this question a lot from people, especially people that know me. So you guys should know the answer to this, but okay. If you want to know why I still wear a wedding ring, even though I've been single for light years, please stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, okay? Hello. And listen up. The only reason why I still wear this ring, first of all, let me just state the fact that this is my right hand. This is not my left hand. This is my right hand. If you scratch my car, it's over for you, lady. It's always women that want to be parking next to me. If you scratch my car, it's over for you. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Everything's fine. So I wear my actual wedding ring on my right hand because I paid for it. I paid for this ring. Why wouldn't I wear this ring? I paid money for this. And this is real gold. Are you kidding me? And then it's really thin. I really like how dainty it is. It's so me. So I feel like because I paid for it, why wouldn't I wear it? Or no. No? Okay, hold on. Let's backtrack, okay? So I got married in 2014. Let me just make sure I don't have no boogers in my nose while I'm talking to y'all. At the time, finances from the other person weren't what they needed to be. So I had to step up and contribute so that I could be wearing this ring. So technically I paid for the ring and I don't see why I shouldn't enjoy the fruits of my labor. Hello? Don't get me wrong. I got married to a great man, a great human being, amazing cook, cleans the house. Great, except not great for me. He's great for other people, you know? He's great for humanity. He's great for mankind, just not for me. So, in time, we separated. I separated from him. Man, it's been a minute now, and that was dramatic, but let's leave that alone because, the reason why we separated isn't because he cheated or he was physically abusive or anything like that. It was other things. They're his things. It's not for me to come on here and talk about, those are his things. However, one thing that I realized that really affected me and how I felt in the relationship was our lack of financial intelligence. Honestly, both of us didn't know what we were doing when it came to finances, and it played a major role in our situation because we were always tight for money. We were all things could have been so much better, and I think it was just a matter of us learning a bit more or whatever. And I think, you know what, I'm not even gonna say that because I've been managing my own money for a hot minute now, and I'm one of those people I will save every penny if I have to, and I can make 20 pounds stretch. But he was very much he's very generous. He's very much let's live the moment. We don't have to worry about tomorrow, but there is a tomorrow. Bills got to get paid tomorrow. Kids got to get fed tomorrow. Things need to be purchased around the house tomorrow. And so it affected us. It was a major contributor to our downfall. At least on my part. He didn't feel it so much because he was just cruising through life, but I felt it. And so, yeah. Ever since then, I've had another relationship. I even spoke about that in my How to Get Over Heartbreaks video. But, it's just literally been those two relationships for the past. Do you think I'm the problem? Is it me? Jesus? Am I the problem? Oh my God. Okay, anyway. So, listen, y'all. I feel like I want to share a couple of nuggets on what I learned about marriage or about a successful relationship, a potential of a relationship. touching on the word potential, one of the things that I learned was that you cannot get with someone's potential. You get what I mean? You know, like when you meet somebody and they're like, oh, they're not really this, they're not really that, but you know, I'm sure we can work on it and things will be better. Like, oh, I'm sure we can get past. Oh, I'm sure that he will learn how to do this. I'm sure that he will grow and become this. Girl, first of all, don't force nobody to change to be how you want them to be. Somebody is only going to change if they want to change. If they don't want to change, they're not changing. And what's going to happen is you're going to get frustrated. And when you get frustrated, you're going to take it out on that person, because the person is not changing to accommodate the idea of a person, of a partner that you have in your mind. You guys are just planting the seed of resentment, which grows furiously, ferociously. Okay? Hello, big words. So don't do it to yourself. One thing that I learned from that relationship and the latter, is that the person has to come with the characteristics of what you're looking for straight from the get. You know, if there are like 4 or 5 big things that are lacking or that are not up to par, girl, don't go with that mindset that you're going to change that person. It's not fair on them. It's not fair on you. You're setting expectations that are unrealistic. And I mean, you can change like little things, like you can change somebody's like fashion sense. You can change like, you could tweak little things. And there are cases and there are people that you genuinely can like encourage them and inspire them, even influence them to change for better if they are willing to. And if they are on that wave that they want to do more for themselves. But if they're not, what are you doing to yourself? Like, why do we do that? Is it because we're desperate? We'll just take whatever we can get at that moment? Or is it because, like, they're fine and we're like, oh, we can fix the rest? Or, I guess it wasn't even fine, but okay. Like, why do we do that? Or are we genuinely, like, so hopeful of what could be? We carry so much faith in our hearts of our powers that we think that we can change somebody. We can't change nobody. Anyway, like, I remember before I got with my husband, like all my years before that, from when I became like a young adult in America, when I was like 17, 18, left my parents' house, to up until before I got married, I was very much like, oh, I'm an independent girl, INDEMP, you know how that goes. Because growing up in America, like, men used to, I felt like men used to throw money at me, like, hey, yo, shorty, let me pay for you to get your hair done. Let me pay for you to get your nails done. So that then they have something on you and they can get something in return for it, right? I'm like, nah, that's not how... Oh, damn, yo, if I knew then what I know now, I would have been pimping. I would have been flossing. But no, I was like, no, I can pay for you. The most that a guy could do for me was like take me to dinner, but like not throw money at me. Now I understand that that's my love language. Like, throw money at me, okay? Like, literally, physically throw it. I'm playing, no, but honestly. And so I had this mindset that I'm very independent and that whoever I get with, they can just meet me halfway. They don't have to give me. Everything's fine. And it's only when I got married and I became very fragile after having 2 kids. And like, I remember with my second child, like with my first child, I didn't even have a job for most of the child's first like year of life. We were struggling. Thank goodness for me, I was breastfeeding, so I don't have to worry about formulas. As long as I ate bread, I mean, I'm being dramatic. It wasn't that deep because family always helped out. But like, imagine we didn't have that family. What would we have done? So it just showed me that I'm not saying for all women, but me, Djena, I need a man who is a provider. I need a man who is a protector. And when you protect your family, you have to protect your family in all facets. Financially, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Be the protector, my guy. You cannot just be cruising around. I'm using the words of my good sis Priscilla. Cruising around, leaving the responsibility on me to like figure out how we gonna make it as far as like food for the week. What are we doing? In fact, in our big age, we shouldn't even be having to worry about that. Because if I was just me by myself, I wouldn't have to worry about that. But now I'm with someone and we're supposed to be even better because 2 makes it better. And now we're struggling. That was like, I was like, wait a minute. I can't even give myself the luxury of depending on someone else. That's where like it's sunk in for me. Like, oh my God, I actually need a man who can provide. I'm not saying you have to be a billionaire. I'm not saying you have to be a drug dealer. All I'm saying is you need to make some shmoney. And if you can't add to me, that's fine. But please don't take from me. Okay? You need to hear that again? I'm going to give it to you again. Because this lady's trying to pull out of her car. And I feel like she's going to scratch my car. But everything's fine. She's not. Everything's fine. If you can't add to my life, that's fine. But please don't take from my life. Like, what? Because I'm already doing pretty well for myself as I am. So, like, if you do well for yourself together, we will be bombastic. But if you're not doing what you need to be doing and you're coming on to me, you're only going to drag me down. And that's kind of like what happened. Despite me hearing many, many warnings and things, I decided to ignore it all because I was in love. Or rather, my coochie was in love. But life happens. Okay. So, yeah, really, I learned that love alone does not pay the bills. Love is not enough. Love is not enough, baby. Y'all got to come with a little bit more than love. You need to come with respect. You need to come with patience. You need to come with self-awareness. You need to come with emotional intelligence. You need to come with financial intelligence. You need to come with intellectual intelligence. You need to come with a lot of different, like things in your pocket, factors, or what are these? Like, you just need to come loaded into a relationship. And I also learned that it's not fair for me to expect from another what I'm not giving. Make sure you have equally as much to offer as what you are demanding. You get what I mean? You know what? B. Simone mentioned this one time and she got ridiculed for it, but it's so true. I think it's just how she said it. But it's so true. Like, I was expecting a lot. But was I giving them? I mean, I was. I was. In my relationship afterwards, I feel like I was expecting a lot, but then I wasn't giving as much. So once I threw all of my relationships in the garbage, I've been working on myself and I'm such a better person now. So I feel like in this day and age, the person that has the privilege of coming into my life, like, I'm about to blow your brains out. You're about to be in the best relationship of your life because I've done the work. I'm doing the work constantly. The work never ends, but I'm doing it. I gotta go. I really gotta go. So those are some of the things that I learned from marriage and from, a very serious relationship after that. Another big thing for me was emotional intelligence, because a lot of times we would clash and I didn't know how to express what I was feeling. Homeboy didn't even know how to identify what feelings were. So, like, we were just like rocks hitting at each other. We'd have a problem. We tried to express. We tried to talk about it. I would get frustrated and I would just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm not dealing with this. He would try to explain himself, but he couldn't understand what he was saying. I couldn't understand what he was saying. And it just went out the window. And I think my other relationship taught me that it's so important to be on the same page when it comes to, like, understanding each other, and to being aware of what you're feeling, and to being able to express your feelings in a way that is not like offensive to the other person. You get what I mean? Because sometimes we get like frustrated because we can't express what we're trying to say, and then we just say whatever comes to mind and fuck it. But words said can never be unsaid, so you have to be like aware of how you communicate to your person. I'm very cautious of that just because of like some childhood traumas. I'm very cautious of how I make people feel because of how I used to be made to feel. So sometimes I'll even avoid expressing how I feel just so I won't hurt the other person. But I think that's detrimental as well, because one of the things that I'm learning, and this is my big age now, is that you just need to be real. You need to be honest. And it creates like certain like triggers, like certain like sparks of frustration in you that come out in a really ugly way within the relationship. So just be real from the very get and just learn ways of expressing yourself that are not always so like, you can be feminine in your delivery. You can be soft in your delivery. You can be considerate in your delivery. So that's another thing that I learned from both of those relationships. So yeah, I think I've covered everything. If I think of anything else, I'll add it on when I pick up my kids from school. Do y'all think that me wearing my wedding band is jinxing me? It's like blocking any future blessings? Do you guys think that? Should I like remove it? I don't know. Let me know. Let me know what y'all think. Anyway, thank you so much for listening to this. Maybe it sounded all over the place. I'm working on learning how to express myself better and tapping into my emotions. So thank you so much for watching. Please leave me your comments down below. I want to hear like how, if you separated, what was one of the reasons that you separated? What factors contributed to the downfall of your relationship? Talk to me and let me know what you think. Should I remove this thing? Like, should I remove this ring from my finger? Like, y'all pay for this. This is gold. Maybe I could put it on my chain. I could put it with Jesus. I don't know. But let me know, y'all. Thank you so much for listening. It's your girl, Djena. Once again, don't forget to subscribe. Share this with somebody. Anybody. At this point, anybody. Okay? And I'll catch you in my next video. Mwah, mwah, mwah.